lot to look forward to, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're starting at 150 pounds and just about ready to get going. Here we go, action underway, 150 pounds in the gold singlet and the green ankle band. Noah Nininger from Staunton Ritter. That's in Virginia. He's taking on Joe Jeter from Edmond North. And Jeter, look at that arm spin attempt. No points. Joseph Jeter from Edmond North in Oklahoma.
Jeter hit that arm spin in his semifinal against Max Stein. Came up with a takedown at the end of the first period. And both these guys, as you mentioned, David, they throw the kitchen sink, score a lot of points.
Nininger came up holding his arm there a little bit, but he looks ready to go. He was at 144 at Super 32, so moving up to 150. He's ranked 4th at 144, and Jeter, number 9 at 150. Jeter got some international experience over the summer, was on the Greco-Roman U17 world team, and I remember his best of 3 Greco finals were just absolutely nuts. This guy does things that not many wrestlers do. Nininger looking for that shot on the right side.
We're a minute in, scoreless here. You got to think Jeter, that's probably where he picked up that arm spin, was wrestling in some Greco competition this summer. Stalemate there, 49 seconds to go. No score between these two. Top 2 seeds coming in at 150, and a re-attack there. Goes underhook, far ankle to Nininger. He takes the 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Nininger wrestles a really furious pace. He had a great match with Bo Bassett, Super 32, and now Jeter out, and he goes 2-on-1. Don't be surprised if he goes back to an upper body attack, and he tries to get around behind. He gets the takedown.
Throws that inside leg, inside headlock. Merkel gets the takedown. Now he takes a 4-3 lead just like that with 20 seconds to go. Could be a big ride-out situation here for Jeter.
Jeter now settling into a little more traditional ride position. 10 seconds left. He's going to want to finish this period on top, and if he does, he'll essentially win the period. Man, great period for Jeter. Nininger, really quick execution on that re-attack, but Jeter got back to it right away, and it's that length. He was able to get all the way around to the other side of the lat, slip the leg in, made the takedown look a little easier than it should.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys go for that out of that 2-on-1. It's have a hard time getting to that far lat under the arm. He just threw the leg in, pulled him by. Jeter goes down to start the second period. We'll see if Nininger commits to any kind of ride here, but Jeter just circles out and gets his one. Now he's going right back in, head and ankle.
Nininger now with Jeter's head pulled down underneath. And Jeter trying to force the action towards the edge of the mat. Nininger's got Josh Kindig in his corner over there.
Former national finalist for Oklahoma State, I believe back in 2014 was Kindig. Pennsylvania boy from Blue Mountain.
Jeter with a definite height advantage in this match. Saw him use his length to his advantage. Nice ankle pick there for Nininger. He takes the lead, regains it, 6-5.
I had Nininger in his semifinal, and he was doing a lot of work with a Navy ride on top. I thought he might try to go back to that, but it's Jeter with the escape, but Nininger coming back with another takedown attempt, and Jeter tries to jump over. Nininger's going to catch him on his back. Just a one swipe. I think Jeter might have forced that a little bit out of the attack from Nininger, but now Nininger with the 9-6 lead.
Kindig won his swipes for that, but no near fall, 9-6. And now Jeter going to this whizzer position.
This is where Nininger's really good, trapping that back ankle, dropping to the Navy ride. He got a couple turns on Zeno Moore in the semis with this. He's looking to take Jeter over, now catches bottom leg. Looking to go hand Turk. Got 20 seconds to work. Jeter's trying to keep his chest down to the mat, get himself out of the period.
Got the sense Jeter was really confident in that whizzer, but man, that Navy ride position, super advantageous for Nininger, and he has Jeter a little bit on his heels now, end of the period. 9-6 lead for Nininger heading into the final period.
Be Nininger's choice as well. He's going to go down. Navy Ride's making a comeback, David. I love it.
It's finally time. They've been out just long enough that people aren't thinking about them. They're not defending against them as much, maybe. Maybe this is it.
Start of the third period, Ninja with the 9-6 lead. So Jeter looks to work anything on top as he's going spiral with the half on the left side. Ninja staying home, going to Virginia Tech next season. Now he slides that inside leg into Jeter, going Merkel, possibly trying to roll him through. Ninja catches the far leg, trying to get that leg unlaced.
Ninja, yeah, has that leg. Kind of a single leg position. Jeter's going to have to make a decision soon. Does he think he can get a turn? He had a half working a little bit, but doesn't look like he's in a great position for a turn. And now Ninja improving his position, getting closer to a reversal. If he can break this lock, he may be able to get it. There it is.
Jeter's going to have to bail out there. It's going to make it 11-6 with a minute to go for Ninja. Jeter's got his work cut out for him now. Trailing by 5. Trying to circle out here. Ninja trying to go hip to hip and follow. Jeter's going to pick up the reversal, and Ninja just bails out there.
Jeter with the leg in. Oh, man. Ninja slips his head again. Now it's a reversal. Regains his 5-point lead. 13-8. 34 to go as they go out of bounds. And Jeter's got a decision to make. Does he want to try to work for a fall from the top position, or will he cut him loose and try to work from his feet?
Actually, Ninja with that last reversal.
Right. So no decision to make.
Well, is it a decision? Is it get out and try to win, or is Ninja going to keep working on top here? I believe that was a caution on Jeter underneath. Tight waist ankle drop for Ninja. Oh, he's looking to suck him back, but Jeter able to circle out, make it 13-9. So he goes in on a shot attempt, now looking for the go behind. He's got 20 seconds to go. Slide by for Jeter. Ninja catches an underhook, now just holding seatbelt with 10 seconds to go. Going for it is Jeter, but Ninja's going to catch him. Gets the takedown. He's going to ice this one. 16-9. Noah Ninja.
First Ironman champ of the night, Noah Ninja. Awesome work for him. Successful move up in weight to 150. He looked good.
Yeah, that was a fun match. 25 points on the board, just as we expected. These guys set the tone for the evening.
There's another good one coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one too, David.
We got Will Denny and Cody Rutledge coming up.
So we're going to hold now here on mat number 2, waiting for that match on mat 3 to finish. We're going to start all 3 mats at the same time for each individual weight class. So we're going to hold bouts. So they're cleaning up blood over there on mat number 3. Yeah, this one coming up, David, should be a good one. Cody Rutledge, number 5 in the country. William Denny, number 2.
Yeah, this is one where Denny is ranked 2nd. He actually just won Ironman in October.
Super 32.
Sorry, this is Super 32. Yeah, sorry, this is Ironman. He just won Super 32 in October. But the last time these guys met, Rutledge won.
Here we go, 157-pound Ironman final. We got William Denny out of Marist. He's taking on Cody Rutledge of Edmond North in the black and blue singlet green ankle band.
And as we were just saying, Denny, the higher ranking, he won Super 32 in October. Cody Rutledge, though, beat Denny. The last time they met, that was Super 32 a year ago. And Rutledge, seems like pace has been an emphasis for him this year, in these first few tournaments of the year, and looked great in his semifinal.
Yeah, took out Chase Van Hoven, major decision, 12-4. He's gone all bonus points to the finals. Well, Denny, he's had a couple tests here in the quarterfinals against Lucas Boa. Lake Highland Prep won that one 4-1, and then a 5-4 win against Devin Magro in the semis. So collar and ankle for Rutledge. Now going shin whizzer is Denny. Is Rutledge looking to circle backside in the single leg.
He's going to have to be aware of the edge of the mat here. If Rutledge can pull him back in, he's going to secure the cage down. He does it. 3-0 Cody Rutledge takes the early lead. And if this final is anything like his semi, he's not going to be content with just one takedown.
Yeah, he's been pouring it on all weekend as they takes him out of bounds.
Takes a look over to the corner. Been taking a lot of his cues from the corner throughout this tournament.
You got Boo Llewellyn in the corner for Edmond North.
Yep.
A couple-time All-American for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and a guy that you would imagine is probably a pretty good training partner for Rutledge, right around the same size.
Yep. There's good patience on that single leg finish for Rutledge on the edge. You see a lot of guys, they'll try to rush it over there on the edge when guys go shin whizzer and split, but took his time, pulled him back center, was able to get Denny down to that hip for the finish. Now he's riding with 15 to go. He's got Denny broken down flat.
Yeah, you saw Llewellyn in the corner signal to stay on top, and he is staying on top with a purpose. That'll do it for the first period. He liked that one, but Denny really good and not bad at wrestling from behind. He came back after giving up the first takedown in his semifinal against Devin Magro. He's gonna have to do something similar here in the finals.
Rutledge going down to start the second period. Right up to his feet, and Denny's gonna give him the escape. Extends his lead now to 4-0. And shots coming from Denny. Rutledge looking for the re-attack. Rutledge staying home, going to Oklahoma State next season. Well, Denny, and North Carolina State commit. Both these guys seniors. Throwing in some shot fakes is Denny. Looking to pick up his action. Got the 2-on-1, but Rutledge clears that right away.
Denny really powerful 157-pounder. You'll see him a lot of times try to punch underhook and run through somebody, almost like Trent Hidley type of situation. But Rutledge stays in good, solid position and very strong himself. Going to be tough to run through.
Down to a minute to go now in the second period. Another collar and ankle for Rutledge, and he's in. Looking to hook the bottom leg. Denny, I believe, locking in the crotch. But Rutledge in good position, just got to clear this leg. Out of the way, looking to pull it down straight. Now reaching back for the chin. They're going to award the takedown. That's going to extend it to 7-0 now. Bottom leg Turk looking for near fall is Rutledge. Trying to pick that chin up, get to the shoulder now. Picking up swipes. And Rutledge looks impressive, man.
Yeah,
15 to go, official holding 4.
Rutledge ran that turn with a vengeance, and he got that face. He kept that face super tight, didn't give Denny a chance to get his shoulder back down to the mat. Now, going to take an 11-point lead into the third period.
You're Denny, what are you doing here? You rode out the end of the first period. You go down. Looks like that's the choice. See if Rutledge commits to the ride once again.
Rutledge was originally committed in Nebraska before he flipped his commitment to Oklahoma State after the David Taylor hiring, and going to give up the escape. Looks like Rutledge wants to push for more.
Yeah, it seems like that David Taylor to Oklahoma State has kind of flipped a lot of guys' decisions, and really makes you think, like, how big of a change Oklahoma State's going to have here in the next few years, what it could look like for their team. They're number 2 recruited class rankings for class of 2025 already, and those guys have only been there for 6 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And 10-point lead now. And Rutledge, I mean, establishing himself as maybe an even bigger pickup than a lot of people realized with such a dominant performance here at Ironman. 2-on-1 now for Denny. Rutledge clears it, minute 20 to go.
See if Rutledge looks to keep his foot on the gas. As Denny trying to set up an attack. Takes a single, but not able to get there. Another single leg attempt for Denny, but Rutledge is doing a nice job just keeping that inside control and staying square. Another single leg. Now Denny's in, pulls double. Gonna get the finish. It's a clean attack there for Denny. Not really any defense as an option for Rutledge, and he's gonna give Rutledge the escape. It's gonna make it 12-4. 44 seconds to go.
Still a major decision margin right now for Rutledge, but Denny's coming for it. Wants to cut it down. If not, go feet to back. 35 seconds left.
Another single leg attempt. These college rules, David, 3-point takedown, 4-point near fall. It'd still not be enough for Denny, so the best option would be thinking fall right now. Rutledge staying at home, not really giving him many options. Another shot for Denny's head outside. It's got him in crackdown. Chest lock for Rutledge. Gets the bottom ankle just Denny, but it's not going to be enough. A 12-4 major decision for Cody Rutledge of Edmond North.
Gives a little fist pump to his coaches, and he's fired up about that performance. And he should be. Man, major decisions in both the Ironman semis and finals. You don't see that all that often.
Bonus his way through the whole tournament, David. You're right, you do not see that kind of performance at this tournament really at all. And the good matches keep coming.
Yeah. This is one a lot of people are really excited about, and Melvin Miller has a lot to prove here, I think.
Yeah, Melvin Miller coming up to a new weight class of 165. You got to believe that's for the betterment of the Bishop McCourt team as a whole, is able to get Devin Magro in there at 157. Now gets his shot against the #1 guy at this weight class.
Action underway, 165 pounds in the white singlet and green ankle band. Ladarian Lockett, #1 in the country for Stillwater. And in the black singlet, red ankle band, it's Melvin Miller of Bishop McCourt. He's ranked 3rd down at 157 now. He'll be ranked at 165 moving forward. And he's got an underhook, Lockett with head position moving forward towards the edge.
Wow, little go behind attempt there off the attack by Lockett, but they go out of bounds. Both these guys have some crazy speed, ability to change levels really, really quick.
Melvin Miller super good at finding angles, really, really nice ankle picks. Lockett can score a lot of different ways. And both guys pretty decent scramblers too.
Yeah, as far as a style matchup, this is a really fun one, but Lockett goes double leg. A roll attempt for Miller. Lockett looking to catch him on his back. He's got a half. Takedown awarded. Not sure if they swiped any near fall there.
No near fall. That's
interesting.
Surprising.
Interesting. Stillwater coach coming to talk to the officials.
Yeah.
They're
head coach Ethan Kyle taking a look, and now here comes 3
we
near
got
fall.
3 near fall now.
Yeah, and that was a situation where the side official got in the head official's ear and said, "No, you got at least 3." So.
Yeah, side official doing his job there. So just like that, a 6-0 lead for Ladarian Lockett. Out of just that one exchange. Looks like Melvin kind of forced a scramble there that wasn't there. Lockett was in deep on that double. And he paid for it.
Yeah, now Lockett grinding out a pretty tough ride on top for the last 30 seconds or so.
Had Lockett in his semifinal. He showed off some top work in the third period as he was taking on CJ Torres. It was 8-4 going into the third, and Torres took bottom after getting a takedown late in the second period against Lockett, and Lockett just put a tough ride on him, rode him out for the whole period. Doesn't have to do it often, but when he needs to, he can ride hard. So Miller's got to try to find a way out here with 29 seconds to go in the first.
Lockett, probably the prized piece of that Oklahoma State recruiting class, and he follows Miller, who tries to roll. Talked about Rutledge, who just won 157 with Darian Lockett from Stillwater. He's a huge piece of that puzzle for Oklahoma State moving forward.
Yeah, huge recruit, not only for their college team, but also future RTC, as Lockett's had a lot of freestyle success, a U17 world champ, U20 world silver this summer. That's how the period's going to end, 6-0 for LaDarian Lockett.
Really nice first period for Lockett. I mean, the scoring all came in one exchange, but the ride was also impressive, and he's going to go underneath to start the second.
I don't see Miller really put a lot of work in the top position, more of a neutral guy, so see what he's thinking here, starting the second period on top. Switch right off the whistle for Lockett. He gets the escape. Go up 7-0 now.
Lockett's just been a step ahead on their feet. You did see, though, when they went out of bounds early in the first period that Miller can threaten crazy fast reattacks. And
he's got this underhook just kind of driving in on his knees. Lockett just keeping that head position, looking to go overhook, throw by. Pinching this tie, might get a stalemate. Seems like both guys are okay with that. Lockett won this tournament back in 2021 as a freshman, but it's been third the last 2 years.
Yeah, he was in that meat grinder weight class last year where Ferrari and Seeley met in the finals. Lost on a controversial call his sophomore year against Will Hinkle. It was a third caution for his foot being about an inch away from the line.
And sudden victory, too. I was calling that match, and the gym went pretty nuts, I'll tell you that. Got a minute to go in the second now. Miller's having a hard time getting through these ties of Lockett. Lockett, a hard guy to get to. He looks to go duck.
Lockett wrestling from his knees, crawling forward. Now comes up in the ham fight.
Kind of stuck in another collar ties. Lockett looks to re-attack. Another double leg attempt there for Lockett. Miller able to catch him that time.
Yeah, Miller just kind of ate that with his chest, and oh man, nice snap. Wrist got kind of caught in there.
Yeah, it kind of looked gnarly for a second for Miller's elbow, but that's how the period's going to end. It's Miller's choice. He looks to his corner. They're telling him to go neutral. He's saying bottom.
Yeah, he's going to go neutral, and I think that's the right choice after that ride Lockett put on him. Not only the ride, but also Lockett did threaten with that tilt.
Yep. Once coaches want him to give him his best opportunity to put points on the board.
Man, darts in on that low single, not able to get to it.
See these level changes of Lockett keeping Miller at bay. Now he gets an underhook, looks to throw it up to the single leg. They're going to go out of bounds. There's a first stall warning on Lockett. He kind of just retreated out of bounds on that one.
Lockett took his time a little bit getting back to center.
You see Lockett do that quite often. Just kind of signature. Take his good old time getting back, but
yeah, take a second and listen to the coaches. And are they going to call stalling again? Nothing this time.
A little action call, I guess you could say, as Miller shoots Lockett out of bounds again with 1:15 to go.
Man, really hard fake there from Lockett. Oh, he's in on a high crotch. Now drops to that ankle. Elevates. Miller trying to defend here. Whoa, man.
Backflip for Miller. He's in the splits on the edge. Lockett trying to pull him in, keeps those toes in bounds. Now he sits Miller to his butt, picks up the takedown. Now a 10-0 lead. Clean attack by Lockett.
Fun exchange there. Saw Miller kicking over that flip position, but Lockett stuck with it. Got the 3. That was nice.
Nice little elbow post to start that exchange off, get to that shot. He didn't let go of the leg at all through that exchange.
Now Lockett back on top. We saw him put together a pretty tough ride in the first period.
Miller going short sit, now working up to his feet. Lockett trying to stay behind him, now goes with that front trip. Saw him hit that a lot in the semifinal. Now under 30. Miller trying to get himself on the board. It's going to get the escape, make it 10-1.
20 seconds to go. See if Miller can figure something out here in this last 20 seconds. And a little attack. Lockett, quick feet, just turns away.
Showing off a little bit of footwork there was Lockett with under 10 to go. Another shot attempt for Miller. Lockett able to catch him. And that's how it's going to end. 10-1 major decision for Ladarian Lockett.
Really impressive win in the finals. Lockett, must-watch wrestler as always.
Bookends his Ironman career with his second title. Impressive from start to finish against a really tough Melvin Miller.
Really interesting one coming up. We've had Oklahoma State commits win the last 2 weights. We know we're going to have a Penn State commit win in this weight because these guys are both headed there.
Yeah, it could be a future room battle in the making here.
Action underway. Red and black, it's Asher Cunningham from State College, Pennsylvania. And in the blue Blair Academy singlet, that's Will Hinkle. Hinkle ranked 2nd in the country. Cunningham 4th down at 165, but moving up to 175, and he's in the finals.
Yeah, got some revenge in the semifinals against number 2 at 165, Aaron Stewart. Those two met in the semis a year ago. It's a shot by Hinkle. Cunningham catches him coming in. It was a fun match. Cunningham able to get the job done with a nice re-attack to an ankle pick. Won that one 5-1.
Cunningham has just improved a lot over the course of his high school career. Was a Super 32 champ this fall after, you know, not being winning turns like that before that. Now he's trying to win an Ironman title to go with it.
Yeah, I talked about it in my preview for this weight class. Cunningham's just continuing to make improvements steady throughout his career. Just even his Pennsylvania State tournament results, he was 8th as a freshman, 4th as a sophomore, and won the state title last year. His only loss in the season being to Aaron Stewart, which he avenged in that semifinal today. Got himself up to number 4 in the country. We talked about it. These guys have very different styles. Cunningham, very tricky wrestler, really tough on top, good in scrambles, while Hinkle stays at home, very solid attacks. Hard to open up.
Yeah, Cunningham, not in the best way. He wrestles like an old man. Not in a lot of them. He's fast. He's got explosion, but some of the moves he does, the tricks, the things you don't see coming. It feels like a coach that catches you with something that you just didn't see coming.
Oh,
Hinkle to the body. Hinkle going to try to finish this. 12 seconds to do it. Cunningham
comes back into him, brings him to his back. Does Cunningham? He's picking up near fall. We talked about the tricks, David, and there's one right there.
Wow.
Kind of had the overhook and went cut back on the knee. Takes Hinkle to his back and picks up 4 near fall. Just like got a 7-0 lead at the end of the first for Asher Cunningham.
Yeah, Hinkle had the body. You know, it was like, what is he going to do with this body lock? Asher Cunningham took matters into his own hands.
Almost like a Metzger kind of position there.
Yeah, It reminded me of that Metzger position that PJ Duke was having trouble with at the U20 Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So tricky. I want to watch that position again.
Same. It kind of came out of nowhere, but Cunningham goes down to start the second period. Henkel, a tough rider, but down 7. Interested to see what his strategy is now for the next 4 minutes. Not a guy that's going to typically put up a lot of points. Cunningham staying solid there. Gives up the escape. Does Henkel. Now it's 8-0 for Cunningham. Shot for Henkel. Cunningham's just going to slide off and they go out of bounds.
Cunningham back to the center, and Henkel picking up his pace quite a bit, and you don't see him trailing like this very often. And now he gets to the leg.
Crotch lock going, impossible to stop roll is Cunningham. Leg pass for Henkel. This is where Cunningham likes to be. Guys coming to him where he can force these scrambles. Now on the far ankle trying to kick that heel off. Henkel bearing down on that left heel, trying to keep control of it. Cunningham getting close. Now Henkel gets both ankles. They're going to call a stalemate.
Oh, man. It felt like the position was developing, but get a stalemate. Would have liked to see where that ended up. Under a minute to go, second period.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of those scrambles as Henkel's got to come to Cunningham. Outside step for Henkel. In on the double. Cunningham on a hip. See if he tries to force another scramble. He's just going to bail out and give it up. Probably smart move there, but Henkel goes right into the Turk. Cunningham wrestles back into him, though. Now he gets the reversal, and he's looking for a Turk.
He got plenty of time to work, just a 1 count.
Might have rushed it a little bit there to Cunningham, but he's in the lead now 10-3. 20 seconds to go in the second.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he did rush it. And you think back to that 157 final, it was Rutledge taking his time, making sure the slack was all pulled out of that face that allowed him to get the turn. But that was impressive for the reversal in and of itself, the old Turk re-Turk.
Yeah. 10-3 the lead, headed to the third period. Henkel's choice. See if he wants to go down. Is Cunningham really tough in the top position? He's going to go neutral. Probably a smart choice there. We saw him get that takedown at that outside step.
If he thinks he can get some quick finishes there.
Possibly get back in that Turk position. No stall warnings on Cunningham. Another shot, high crotch, going double leg is Henkel. Cunningham's gonna have to bail, close to giving up near fall. It's now 10-6. That one came a little easier for Henkel, and he's smelling blood, gonna cut Cunningham again. No escape awarded as they go out of bounds.
And smart by Cunningham not to turn away right, turn and face right away.
Or he could have been giving up another takedown there. We've got 1:33 to go. Henkel's just gonna bring him neutral, make it 11-6.
Henkel needs 2 takedowns to tie. Minute and a half to do it, and he's in deep again.
Another high crotch driving through Cunningham. Cunningham now sit in the corner, able to catch that arm. He's looking to throw a leg in. Henkel with this arm trapped. Interesting position.
Man, that was crazy. Nobody scored.
Another high crotch for Henkel. Cunningham trying to get that crotch lock. Now he's got it. Trying to slip that shoulder. It's Cunningham. Henkel staying in there. Cunningham try and roll.
Henkel wants to get these knees together.
Cunningham rolling him through now, going impossible to stop, trying to split those legs. Henkel's still on the ankle. They call potentially dangerous.
42 seconds to go in this one. Henkel still needs 2 takedowns.
He's getting to that head outside attack a lot. Cunningham's just able to hold on. Back to a double leg this time. No defense for Cunningham that time. It's close to giving him near fall on the edge. Cunningham posts up on his hands. They're going to go out of bounds now, 11-9. And it's there for Henkel to do now with 33 seconds.
The path is clear. 1 takedown sends this to overtime.
Looks like Cunningham's feeling it a little bit. Let's hear the crowd getting into this one. Henkel giving him the escape, going neutral.
Cunningham never even went set on bottom. He knew Henkel was going to cut him loose.
He knew it was coming. No stall warnings on Cunningham. Another shot for Henkel. And on the single, Cunningham trying to roll him, now gets his hips on. Henkel pulls it up, gets the takedown, ties it at 12 with 15 seconds. Cunningham still has time to get out.
He's got to keep him down. Henkel's got it right here. 10 seconds to go. Cunningham turns in, looking for the switch. Oh, Henkel got one count, but just one. And if you're going to overtime right now, Will Henkel's got the momentum.
He's got all the momentum. Was that 3-4 takedowns in the third period to get to this point? Cunningham's feeling it.
Cunningham comes back, gets on the line. Here comes Henkel. It's overtime.
Blair crowd wants a stall call. First points in this 1 minute sudden victory will win the match. Another shot for Henkel, head outside, double. Cunningham in the crotch. Looking to roll him through. Henkel still down on the ankles. He goes ankle pass. Able to pass it through. Now getting height is Henkel. Cunningham in on the leg. But
Henkel's gonna do it.
He's gonna get the go behind and the win.
Wow, what a comeback.
And Henkel's fired up.
The Blair corner going nuts. Will Henkel got it done.
He said he wants this. And he gets his first Ironman title. Wow, what a comeback. 15-12 in sudden victory, David.
Unbelievable. It's going to be hard for somebody to top that in terms of match of the night.
That was crazy, man.
Will Henkel.
I'm shook.
What a comeback. It just seemed like the finishes were evading him throughout the match. All of a sudden, he figured it out. He unlocked it, and what a performance early from Cunningham, but Will Henkel, incredible comeback.
Wow. That was awesome.
So many highlight-worthy moments in that one.
Yeah, our video guy, Connor's going to have his work cut out for him for that highlight.
190 pounds. Action underway in the black singlet from Faith Christian, Adam Waters. And in the white singlet, it's Lane Ford from Benedictine College Prep. Ford ranked 3rd in the country. Waters ranked 4th down at 175, but now moving up in weight. And he's had no problem with the bigger competitors throughout this tournament.
No, he has not. He's gone bonus all the way to the finals. 2 technical falls, a 55-second fall, and a 15-2 major decision to get here.
His wrestling skill definitely not in question. But Lane Ford, really big, strong, tough guy to move around. I'm curious if the power of Ford gives Waters any trouble. But, man, there's a snap. Easy go behind for Waters. So much movement on that snap, and he found the angle right away, and now he's on top, and he is super dangerous on top.
Yeah, we saw early in the tournament, picked up a fall and a hazard tilt. You don't see that too often.
He was close to one in the semifinals as well. Ended up settling for the tech.
Waters, a 2-time Pennsylvania AA state champion for Faith Christian. Faith Christian, I believe, have the team score or the team title locked up. Currently with a 31-point lead over Bishop McCourt, who sits in 2nd.
Yeah, Waters, a big part of that.
A lot of bonus. He's keeping Ford down, kept him in bounds with just 20 seconds to go in the first.
Adam Waters he's a pinner, and not just from the top position. He can go feet to back. Remember his freshman state finals, ripped a headlock after giving up, I think gave up the first takedown in that match, and then ripped a headlock for the fall. Caution goes on Ford underneath, first caution of the match. 13 to go in this first period.
Side leg stand up now up to quad pod is Ford. He's got 10 seconds to get out. Waters is hanging on here with a spiral ride. I'll do it for the first period. Waters, that early takedown, takes a 3-0 lead to the second. He's going to go down.
Waters working his way up. Ford trying to put a ride together and now has that wrist, but Waters breaks the grip. He's out. It's 4-0.
Another shot attempt there for Waters. You got to believe the move up to 190 for Waters has to do with his team as well, just like we saw with Melvin Miller earlier. Faith Christian, very deep lineup.
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing where Pennsylvania has 13 varsity weight classes. Oh, look at that.
Wow, just a little snap the head and came in on the double-legged Waters for another takedown to go up 7-0.
Started to say Pennsylvania with only 13 weight classes, where most states, including Ohio, where we're competing here, have 14. So Faith Christian with a loaded lineup, they're going to take one person out of it.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about with the performance they put on here. Had 7 guys in the semifinals earlier. I believe 3 in these finals tonight. And big mat return for Waters.
Nice lift. And Waters, big-time recruit. You got to imagine his stock, which was already very high, going up after this performance.
Yeah, he's doing himself some favors this weekend here against number 3 at this weight class of 190, Lane Ford. They're going to warn Waters for stalling. That's his first.
Yeah, little surprised to see that, but Ford was in that quad pod, and he wasn't really making an effort to break him down.
He's had a couple big mat returns. Mentioned Waters, big recruit. Currently number 18 on the class of 2026 big board.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to move up that list too.
Yeah, for sure.
Tough, tight waist.
Just 15 to go in the second. Not giving up any easy points in this final is Waters. Is that single wrist. Be Ford's choice to start the third. And if I'm him, I don't know if I'm going back underneath. And he looks to his corner, they're telling him to go neutral.
3-point takedown makes it way less important to try to get that 1-point escape. And, you know, he saw it with Hinkle in the last match. 3-point takedown allowed him to get back in it pretty quick.
Yeah, 3 takedowns in the third. Going neutral was probably what won him that match. Is Cunningham really tough in the top position. Re-attack here for Waters. Went drag to the single. Now wrestles through. Gets the takedown, but got an injury here for Ford.
Yeah, Ford rolled over the top of his ankle in that finish. He kind of got his knee caught up behind him and then rolled over the ankle. Great drag re-attack from Waters to get to that. And Ford had a pretty nice low single attempt, but Waters just ready for it. Yeah. Super fast drag and got around behind.
Showing off that athleticism was Waters. I mean, despite coming up in weight, like Waters is a big guy, and he just moves really well.
Yeah, good frame. You could kind of wonder where he's going to be at the next level. Looks like maybe an 84-pounder, but who knows? Maybe he's not done growing.
Yeah, still 2 years to go in high school. Ford had a big win in his semifinal over Dial Capone Veazey. Won that one 2-1 in tiebreakers. Veazey, number 6 in the country. Also took out Peter Snyder, number 8 guy in the country in his quarter, so he's had a tough road to get here.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. He has dealt with some injuries, unfortunately. He at Super 32, he lost in the semi and then had to injury to fall out of the tournament. So it's disappointing to see another potential injury situation. Alrighty, they're going to cut injury time.
Looks like Ford's going to continue here, which, oh nope, maybe not. They're gonna call it there, which you can't really blame them here in December. Hopefully Ford's okay, but it's Adam Waters. Dominant performance up to that with a 10-0 lead. Adding some points to Faith Christian's score.
Yeah, Waters left no doubt in that one. Incredible performance there.
Finished off a dominant tournament. Another guy, all bonus points through Ironman. We got a special crop of kids coming through high school right now with just the level is insane. Thinking back to like when I was in high school and even before then watching this tournament, like the best guys in the country weren't bonusing their way through Ironman.
No, it did not happen often.
Got a big one here.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Action underway in the red from Wyoming Seminary. It's Jude Correa in the black singlet red ankle band from Scott Catholic in Nebraska. It's Cade Ziola. Correa ranked number 1 at 215. Ziola ranked 3rd. So number 1 ranking on the line here tonight.
Two very different body types here. Ziola, you can see, looks like he's about 18 feet tall, and Correa, short, stocky, very strong. Ziola has a lot of different ways to score. Really good ankle picks.
Correa has a pretty high wrestling IQ, and his opponents have kind of started to notice that a little more. Both his quarterfinal and semifinal opponents played their cards pretty conservatively. See what Ziola's approach here is.
Talked about this match prior to the finals, David. Ziola, if you're Ziola, you're thinking you got to get a takedown to win this match because Correa's so tough on the mat.
Yeah, get a takedown, and the earlier the better because you don't want to have to go underneath.
Yeah, set yourself up. Correa showed off that riding ability at who's number 1. And it's Nick Sahakian.
Yeah, and that's a big boy to be controlling.
Yeah, and he rode him like a bear. Ziola picking up the hand fight. Now looking to go collar and ankle. 35 seconds to go in the first period. Now single leg, stabbed at a single leg.
Ziola's quick footwork. He may be thinking about not only finding an opening, but conveying a message to the officials that Correa is stalling. So I've seen the last 2 opponents kind of try to employ that strategy against Correa, and it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's a really hard guy to move. Ziola definitely controlling this hand fight in the first period, though.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of getting vertical movement too, and not just horizontal or forward.
Yeah,
but those snaps, fakes.
Definitely doing a lot of work, and Correa's gonna defer choice to Ziola. Ziola goes neutral, and I can't say I blame him as we were talking about how tough Correa is on the mat. He's got 2 minutes here to try to put some points on the board. So we're still scoreless. There we go, ankle pick attempt for Ziola. Correa kind of rolled across his back and got back up to his feet. You see Ziola sprint right back to the middle. Man, he's keeping this pace high.
Yeah, sprinted back to the middle, clapped a couple of times. He was fired up about that, but don't forget, Correa almost scored that takedown on the edge.
Yeah,
he was close to it.
He was able to come up and look for go behind, which is crazy. He rolled right across his back. There's another level change shot attempt for Ziola, and it was Correa looking for the re-attack.
Both of them were close to the leg, and there's that ankle pick attempt. That's where Ziola is really, really tough.
Over collar snap for Ziola. Now he's taking Correa towards the edge, and I was going to say, David, could be thinking about a stall call on Correa, and there it is. There's his first warning. Ziola's working neutral, paying off here, though there's no points to show for it. He's got that stall warning. It's a shot attempt for Correa, and he's got his hands locked. Now pulling this leg in, looking to cut it back. Ziola able to now sit corner. He's got crotch lock. Trying to get that shoulder slipped. Correa adjusting now, trying to cut off to the double. Ziola controlling that ankle, trying to stalemate this position.
Correa making some really good adjustments here underneath, and they're going to stalemate it.
Good defense there for Ziola, man. I thought Correa was going to be able to pull that leg in and score, which would have been crazy. One shot attempt for Correa and finish.
Both these guys, Ironman champs in the past. You get the feeling that they're taking this match personally a little bit. Not exactly sure why. They've never wrestled before. And there's a shot from Ziola, head inside. Correa now locked through the crotch. Correa trying to elevate. Ziola trying to make an adjustment.
Sitting through is Ziola.
Ziola steps over now, looking for the crotch. He's locked, 28 seconds.
Correa keeping his head under that knee.
Now Correa doubles across.
Oh, going back to that short sit with the crotch lock. On him, I'm trying to hook ankle here. Correa doing a nice job keeping his head under the leg. We're going to get another stalemate. Good scrambling there by both guys.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of fun with the guy on a leg. Really good adjustments, high-level scrambling. You don't see a whole lot at 215.
No, absolutely not. These guys, as you mentioned, high wrestling IQs for high school, especially in these upper weights. You don't really see this kind of action too often. That's how the second period's going to end. Still scoreless. Correa's choice is going to go down, but Ziola's not messing around, man.
Yeah, he's already signaling neutral. He wants to put him up. So it's going to be 1-0 Correa. Don't forget, Correa has that stall call against him.
That foot's not on the line for Correa.
It hasn't been throughout the match, but some officials care and some don't.
Yeah.
Minute 55 left.
You know Ziola's going to come at him like a madman in this third period.
I know he wants to, but, man, they've both expended a ton of energy so far in this match.
Absolutely.
There's a post. He's in.
Low single. Now it's Correa with the crotch lock trying to roll through. Ziola keeping a hand on that leg. Now was kind of in position to score, but Correa continuing to wrestle. Has his hands locked on that leg. Now going head outside. Back to that short sit crotch lock for Ziola. Correa trying to crack it down, but Ziola gets that knee out.
Minute 15 now to go. Ziola rolls him through.
Now Correa in better position, looking to hook that bottom ankle. See, Ziola used that other leg, though, to block it momentarily, but now Correa's got it hooked. He's looking to put Ziola in danger here. It's close to a non-control fall, and Ziola's going to have to bail. Man, great job by Correa there to stay persistent on that finish. Now, switch attempt for Ziola.
Really hard-fought takedown there for Correa. Now Ziola working for the reversal. He's locked through the crotch, but a lot of times when you get into scramble from the bottom position, you just end up killing the clock.
If I'm him, I'm trying to kick away right now, but he's trying to keep this scramble going. Correa just staying down on that leg. He knows he doesn't really have to do much to stay in control, and they're going to call it a stalemate. Got 36 to go. Correa leads 4-0. Escape takedown. It's a path to victory here as Correa's taking his time. And there's his second stall warning on Correa, and that's a point, going to make it 4-1. What do you think about that, David?
I'm a little surprised, but I think the crowd helped to earn that for him.
Absolutely.
And now Ziola needs to fight hands, needs to break this lock. Correa brings him back down to the mat.
Sitting a crab ride. Granby coming out the back door, looking for the reversal is Ziola. Correa locked in the crotch. Looks like now he's going down to the ankle.
Gonna be tough to score this. Oh, now he gets it in, so it's a reversal. 5 seconds left, though, 1 point shy.
Correa knew what he was doing there, just giving that one up with short time. And he's gonna do it. What a match, man.
Really fun, full of scrambles. Is Jude Correa gets it done, and the takedown was the difference. It's that 3-point takedown, the difference in the end. Really fun match.
215-pound champion Jude Correa. And they're having some words now.
Yeah, sharing words. Ziola wasn't saying much, but he wasn't backing down either, and now they're wrapped up. 4-3. That was a fun one. I would love to know what was said between those two.
Same. Wish we had a mic on them.
Probably just ask. I think they'll both tell us.
Yeah, fair. Just knowing those two, I'm sure they'll have no problem letting us know.
Crazy one, and moving up to heavyweight. That was an incredible match.
It was. I didn't know really what to expect going into that one. I knew Ziola was going to bring it on his feet, but Correa met him right there with it.
Moving up to heavyweight in the red and white, it's Michael Mako from Cardinal Gibbons in Florida. And in the black singlet from Faith Christian, it's Mark Effendian.
A stoppage for hands to the face there.
Mako still maybe growing into 285 a little bit. Effendian pretty big. These guys rank 6th and 7th in the country. Mako 6th.
Yeah, Mako, really fun guy to watch. Doesn't wrestle like a typical heavyweight. Reminds me of his dad, Steve Mako, who's in his corner currently. Has a lot of different attacks. Moves really well. Nice foot sweep. He's put up a lot of points in this tournament as he goes slide by. Effendian able to circle in. Takes him out of bounds. No score with 1:12 to go in the first period.
Effendian headed to Princeton in a couple of years. Mako still a big piece to move on the 2026 recruiting class.
Yeah, currently number 9 on that big board as he gets in, collar and ankle, able to get the easy finish. He's going to drive Effendian out of bounds, 3-0 lead. Mako had a fall in 16 seconds in his opening match, and then back-to-back technical falls. Well, Effendian's had a little bit of a tougher road. He had 2 technical falls, a 4-0 win, and then a 4-1 to win in his semi. He gets the escape, make it 3-1. Shot by Effendian. Mako just kind of fed him hips there, able to get the go behind. Takedown, go up 6-1 now.
A lot of power there. And Mako going right back to his feet, choosing neutral. He wants to keep working where he's good, and it's a 6-2 lead for Mako.
Effendian, a really good hand fighter. That's how he wins a lot of his matches, just controlling the mat, moving forward as he shoots Mako out of bounds.
Just remembering our towel tapper volunteer, he predicted 215 was going to be his favorite match. So he, you know what, he called it. It was fun.
It was fun. Like you said earlier, though, I don't know if we're going to be able to top 175.
Yeah, that was awesome.
15 to go in the first. Effendian starting to settle in a little bit in this hand fight. Mako getting his motion going, another shot. Do it for the first period. Mako with the 6-2 lead after 1.
Mako defers his choice. Effendian's going to go underneath, and probably a smart call considering Mako's just been playing catch and release.
Yeah, pretty much give yourself a guaranteed easy point unless Mako throws something different at us, but he's showing optional start now.
I'd be wary of the foot sweep on the turnaround, but no problem there.
Oh, nice misdirection. Gets the finish. Now 9-3 for Mako. Kind of grabbed the back of that left knee of Effendian and then switched sides, switched his head over, got the double leg. It's going to give another escape, make it 9-4, just 8 seconds into this period.
That misdirection was so smooth.
Yeah, he makes it look easy moving these big guys around. It's really impressive, especially for a guy you know who's giving up a little bit of size. He tries to go throw it by. They go out of bounds.
Looked like a matador on the edge there. Mako, U17 world champ over the summer.
Dominated his way to that world title, correct?
Yeah, he did. Now 90 seconds to go in the second.
Heavy collar tie there for Effendian with that left hand.
Snap Mako and snap Effendian about 20 feet.
Yeah, Effendian just kind of walked that one out of bounds. Oh, now they're getting a little chippy here. Mako gives him a pat on the head and pushes him back to the center.
You know, you notice some guys try to put their foot behind the line. Mako steps so far on the line that his heel is on the line. He likes to be as close in there as he can.
Yeah, it's
Snap
interesting.
Mako.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy do that.
I haven't either.
Double leg attempt for Mako. Shoots Effendian right into his dad in the corner. Down to 45 to go in the second. Effendian taking his time, getting back in here. Effendian doing a little bit better job slowing Mako down in the second period with this collar tie, but he's got to find a way to get to his own offense.
Mako, every tournament, just seems a little bigger, a little better prepared to wrestle these 285-pounders. Super 32 was his first tournament up, and now he gets to the leg.
It's a second stall warning on Effendian. That's a point for Mako. Make it 10-4. Official telling Effendian he's got to work in. Oh, nice little misdirection. Ankle pick, pulls himself in on the double leg. Gets a finish.
13-4 now for Mako. And he is really pouring it on. Mako's first big tournament at heavyweight was Super 32. He was a runner-up there. And in the finals, took a loss that maybe left some questions about whether or not he was ready to wrestle the 285-pounders. And you get a sense that he's trying to make a statement here and show that he is ready, and he appears to be.
Yeah, certainly looks a lot better up here now as he's on a roll against the number 7 guy in the country at this weight. Getting his footwork going. He chose neutral to start the third.
Mako continues to move forward near the edge. Effendian trying to circle his way back in without giving Mako an opening to attack.
Nice post, trying to get back to that shot. Double leg now for Mako is going to take him over the next mat over. So Mako kind of coming out of his stance now, just trying to open up Effendian. Effendian moving forward with his throat block.
About a minute to go. Mako already with major decision.
Level changes coming. Effendian just keeping his heels to that line.
Oh.
Coach, his dad telling him to go get him, and he does. Collar and ankle pick. Another takedown, 16-4 for Mako. He's gonna just cut him right there on the edge and make it 16-5. Tells him to come back in. He's waving him back in, David. They're gonna blow the whistle. You're gonna give Effendian a point.
Unsportsmanlike for telling him to come back to the center? Huh.
If anything, I think that's very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's just an invitation.
Yeah. Like, come on back in, buddy.
16-6, 25 seconds to go. You know, and I guess they don't want athletes trying to show the other up, but there's a drag.
Effendian moving forward now. Mako's gonna snap him.
They're gonna hit him for stalling, and
Mako is signaling Effendian's hitting him in the face. So we go under 10 seconds to go. Foot sweep attempt there for Mako. And that's gonna do it, a 16-6 major decision for Michael Mako.
dominant, impressive performance for Michael Mako.
He gives the flex.
Looked outstanding in the finals and all throughout the tournament.
Yeah, another guy bonused his way through.
His stock as a heavyweight at the next level keeps rising.
Absolutely. And 2 showings at heavyweight, a silver at Super 32, and then an Ironman title. Can't really ask for much more than that.
All right. The strangest transition in wrestling from heavyweight down to 106. And we got a good one on our hands. It's number 1, Caleb Noble in the white with the green ankle band. He's taking on number 20, Justin Farnsworth. Farnsworth with the pinstripes from Malvern Prep. Malvern Prep, what an impressive performance from their team this weekend. And there's a drag attempt for Farnsworth. Farnsworth is looking for a shot momentarily, and now across the back. Seatbelt position, Noble posting on that leg.
Farnsworth comes up with the underhook, but Noble gets his head in there.
Farnsworth and Noble, both sophomores.
Oh, throw by attempt there for Noble. Farnsworth comes up with the seatbelt. He has head position, overhook for Noble. Single leg attempt there for Farnsworth. He's going to take Noble out of bounds. You mentioned Malvern Prep and just a really impressive performance that not a lot of people saw coming. They're currently in 5th in the team standings with 128 points.
And just guys that they will be in nearly every match because they don't concede positions. Really, really good at the things that are hard to be good at, like riding and hand fighting.
Yeah, they pick up a lot of tough wins. Matches they're not favored, just like you said, with the basics and not giving up easy points. So we're down to 30 seconds to go in the first period here. Got elbow control here for Noble. Farnsworth trying to keep his head in there.
Noble has had a little bit of an up and down tournament. He was in a really close match in the quarterfinals last night, but then in his semi, he was able to widen the gap shot. And nice re-attack from Farnsworth.
Oh!
Wow.
Noble whips him through, kind of a
nice little wizard kick.
Yeah.
Noble can go big, that's for sure. He's had a ton of freestyle Greco success.
He just flipped Farnsworth basically an entire 360 over his hip.
Farnsworth gonna go down, and Noble can be extremely tough in the top position. He isn't always, but his semifinal, he was darn near torturing his opponent, Turner Ross. And look at that, Farnsworth's out right away.
Yeah, went short sit, reached up for the head, and just circled out. 1 second escape.
Shot Noble. He's in on that ankle and collects the second one. Now looking to put Farnsworth on his back. Farnsworth trying to pass his leg.
Noble getting weight on that heel, trying to grab the head. Now back hook and that bottom leg for Farnsworth. This is a tough position now for Noble to improve on as it's Farnsworth coming up. And a little Winn-Dixie attempt for Noble, takes him out of bounds.
Minute 25 to go in the second. Shot Farnsworth. That was a little faster than the whistle, so.
Beat the whistle that time. Beat it real good.
Caution, it's his first. Farnsworth looking for that underhook, but Noble cleared it. Noble now posting.
Noble's doing a nice job of keeping his elbows kind of clear, not letting Farnsworth get that left side underhook in. Now pushes the head. There's a stall warning on Farnsworth. Now Farnsworth gets that underhook. See him pinching down on that left tricep of Noble, but Noble able to clear it with his head position, kind of in a 50-50 position now.
Noble came forward with a lot of power. Nice job by Farnsworth to pick it up. Farnsworth looked for a little sweep single, but wasn't there. Shot Noble, he's got that foot momentarily. Farnsworth gets it free on the edge.
Switches off to the other single leg now. It is Noble, and he's got it up off the mat. Diving through, looking to pass leg was Farnsworth. He's got another back hook on his thigh. But now Noble able to break the lock, but Farnsworth down on the near leg.
13 seconds to go. Noble's going to try to get behind both arms. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to.
Farnsworth pinching that leg. Kind of got his knee in a bad spot.
Looks like a takedown with 3 seconds to go. Foot's in.
But legs up on the hip.
Legs on the hip, okay.
Yeah, he's got that leg shelved. Otherwise it would be. Takedown, good adjustment there by Farnsworth in that position to get that leg shelved. Otherwise, he would have given up that takedown at the end of the period. He leads 1-0 headed to the third as we're going to get a stoppage for bloody nose for Farnsworth.
They're examining Noble for blood, but
looks like he's clean.
I think he's got a little bit on the front of the singlet.
Oh, not the white singlet.
I know.
White singlet's always a bold move for.
It's a blood magnet.
Yeah, it's just you almost never come away from a tournament with a clean white singlet.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, wouldn't be my first choice. Gonna cut the blood now. Noble's choice to start the third period. He's gonna go neutral. Doesn't want to go underneath Farnsworth.
So now Noble needs a takedown or a stall call. He has earned one against Farnsworth.
Yep, Farnsworth with that warning. So he's got to stay engaged here. Shot attempt, but nice job by Farnsworth catching Noble coming in. Underhook Farnsworth.
Farnsworth seems to be very aware of that stall call, moving forward with purpose.
Snap for Noble's got his head trapped. Well, he did momentarily. Now he's the one with front headlock seemingly. Looks to throw it by, but single leg by Farnsworth. Nice job dropping in on that leg. Gonna go to that far elbow is Noble. Possibly a bundle step over, and he's got it. Farnsworth continuing to wrestle, though. Gets his way out of there. He's got to try to adjust his finish here as Noble's going back to that elbow.
That length of Noble giving Farnsworth so much trouble. He's able to get all the way to that far elbow, pull it in, hipped over, but Farnsworth able to adjust in time.
Be in a frustrating position with guys that are good with that little bundle step over. You got to basically try to just get to the single leg and don't lock your hands. Make it really tough to finish.
Farnsworth continuing to do a good job closing space.
We're down to 46 seconds to go in the third. Another shot here for Noble. He's looking to pull that leg in. Farnsworth with the underhook. He's got to stay engaged here as we're going towards the edge.
Noble had that over-under body lock for a second. I wondered if he might try to threaten there, and there's that second stall call.
That's going to tie the match at 1. Malvern corner clearly not happy with that stall warning as these guys have been getting in some exchanges. Malvern coach wants to come talk to the official.
They're going to have a conversation at the head table.
I don't think these conversations usually change much. You hear a lot of boos coming, though.
Yeah, can't tell if the boos are for the call or for the complaining, but it certainly is true that Noble was moving forward, but the timing of that, it didn't seem like there was anything real evident.
Yeah, for something to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like in this third period, Farnsworth's done a better job of kind of staying in there. And
we're back to blood time, too, in the middle of the whole situation.
We're going to get a warning there on Malvern Prep, I guess.
Yeah, misconduct.
But we're tied with 22 seconds to go in the third period to see if either guy looks to close it out here or if we're headed to sudden victory. Shot here for Noble, head outside. Farnsworth jumping over to that far ankle. Noble reaching across the body. Weird position. Now he throws the half in. 2 seconds to go. Time goes out right before that lock broke.
It was close, didn't have it quite in time. Noble, savvy adjustment there, getting that half in, but didn't have time to get the pressure he needed. 1 minute, there's a shot. Noble caught it coming in. Good sprawl, basic defense.
I'm Farnsworth. I don't want to go to tiebreakers with those 2 stall warnings. I'm going to try to get a takedown here in this 1 minute period.
Yeah, you do kind of wonder if Noble has maybe some bottom liabilities, not wanting to choose bottom, but.
As he went neutral in that third period. Oh, little shuck by Noble, and he gets the takedown. Good re-attack.
Noble using the old hand, the complaining motion, but.
He wins the 106-pound Ironman title. A great match there, too.
Yeah, really fun one. Nice takedown at the end.
Was able to catch that shot coming in by Farnsworth, just threw him by.
Man, we got another great one coming up. Wow.
Seems like a theme tonight.
This has been an incredible, incredible set of finals. #1 ranking in the country on the line again. not for the first time.
This is the one I've been looking forward to all weekend as well.
Yeah, it's Bachman, it's Villasenor. This will be awesome. All right, we're ready to go. 113 pounds in the white singlet. Ignacio Villasenor, he's ranked 5th in the country from Stillwater, Oklahoma. In the black singlet from Faith Christian, it's Fred Bachman, the #1 113-pounder in the country. Part of the team that's going to win this Ironman team title.
Yeah, I already have one champ with Adam Waters winning that 190-pound title. Got 2 to go here with the Bachman brothers at 113 and 120.
Both these guys have already won U17 world medals in their career. Villasenor was bronze a couple years ago. Bachman was silver this year.
Bachman, just a freshman, was a Super 32 champ back in October. He's had some tight matches this weekend. 4-3 in the quarters and semifinals. Well, Villasenor has not been messing around. Had 2 technical falls, a 13-2 major decision in the round of 6 in the quarters, and then a fall in a minute 8 in the
Great
semis.
attack. Bachman catches that second ankle.
Wow, that was quick.
Little level change from Villasenor. Bachman with the re-attack and then got the angle, got the second foot. And one of the reasons it seems like he sometimes wrestles close matches is he gets a takedown early and then doesn't necessarily need to build that lead.
Yeah, coasts a little bit towards the end. This is not a guy, Villasenor, that you want to try to do that with. Villasenor, it's a lot of different attacks. Very, very quick, can score in bunches. You know he's going to attack the whole match, especially now trailing 3-0. Come back to center with 37 seconds to go in the first period.
Caution against Bachman. Going into Super 32, it was Villasenor who had the #1 ranking. He was 5th, though, at Super 32 and fell a little bit. Now Bachman drops in on the leg. Villasenor going to try to kick away. Villasenor rolls through. You got to be careful from the bottom position here. Villasenor wants a reversal, but at what cost?
Yeah, he kind of knew what he was doing there. He went quick with the pass, didn't really take his time. But Bachman, if you were able to get height here, you could possibly put Villasenor in danger, but Bachman just staying down on that heel. Now Villasenor kicking out of bounds.
And the problem with trying to work for a reversal that's in a leg scramble position like that is now you've only got 7 seconds left on the restart to work for the escape and you've got no points. If he would have kicked out from the beginning, he may, maybe 3-1.
Yeah, Bachman just stayed down on that leg, knew he didn't have to do much to stay on top. It's rare when the bottom guy creates those scrambles. They call the top guy for stalling. Now Villasenor rolls. He's down on the leg, but Bachman keeping that side headlock, and he's going to be able to hold on for the ride out. It takes this 3-0 lead to the second period.
And that 3-0 lead is really big. I mean, that's a huge advantage because now it's not just a takedown that's going to do it for Villasenor, and he's going to go bottom.
Yeah, see if Bachman looks to ride once again now with the fresh start at the period.
Villasenor to his feet, fighting hands, and he's away. And I think Bachman knew some of that holding on from the top position was trending towards a stall call, so didn't want to mess with it, let it go.
Yeah, and start of the period, it's not really worth it to if you're not going to be able to ride him out the whole period. Might as well give it up rather than give up a stall warning. Rather than at the end of a period, you want to get that ride out.
We've seen Bachman's speed, his ability to finish on an attack. Now, Villasenor needs to get a takedown of his own.
You see him picking up his motion. Bachman really good at just staying down in this 3 or 4 point stance. Hard to get to.
Yeah, keeps those hips away, and getting to the leg can be really challenging.
Senor's going to have to try to create some angles here. Looks like a collar and ankle.
Villasenor taking ground. Wonder if he's close to earning a stall call.
Taking Bachman towards the edge. Seen Bachman give up some kind of head scratcher stall calls this weekend. Just some questionable tactics, but Villasenor shoots him out. No warning. Come back with 45 to go in the second.
Ooh, nice little baseball bat drag attempt there for Villasenor.
Taking Bachman back once again. Bachman tying up these fingers. Now looks to go to the single leg, and there's a stall warning on Bachman.
First one.
Villasenor continuing to attack with 15 to go in the second.
On the edge, Villasenor snaps, runs him out of bounds, and they're neutral.
Goes dump off the mat. Got 4 seconds to go in the second. It's Bachman's choice in the third as well.
Third period, Bachman's gonna go bottom. And that ride out in the first period has given him a huge advantage.
Stillwater corner telling Villasenor just caught him right away, and it looks like that's what he's gonna do. We're gonna give Bachman the escape. It's gonna make it 4-1 for Bachman, and he's gonna try to hold on here. You know Villasenor is gonna keep coming forward, try to get to an attack, secure a takedown. He's had a hard time opening Bachman up though. As mentioned, Bachman keeps those hips back, legs back. Good at tying guys up.
Villasenor continuing to try to move forward, and he's gonna have to get a lot of stall calls. He's gotta really commit and get one of these takedowns.
Yeah, 3 stall warnings. Bachman tying up the fingers once again. Down to 120.
Little slide by attempt there. Bachman doesn't push in enough, I don't think, to be able to pull that off. And now another stall call. And it's 4-2. Bachman.
Looks like he might be calling injury time.
He's complaining about
I think the finger
grabbing
ties.
fingers, yeah.
And here the boo birds coming now. We're gonna go on injury time for Bachman. Takedown here could win the match for Villasenor now. We've got just over a minute to go in the third.
Yeah, Bachman very much in position to win this, but
his brother Joe's on deck, comes over, gives him a word of advice.
yeah, I mentioned Bachman, world medalist. Didn't mention that's for Puerto Rico, not for the United States. So it's interesting. These are, the types of matches that we could see at an age-level world championship in the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these guys very relevant on the international stage.
And Bachman's finger appears to have recovered.
Yeah, I think we went on blood for a sec there as well for Bachman. But now we're back to it. 1:09 to go in the third. Bachman really got to try to stay engaged here. He's got 2 stall warnings. He's kind of picking up his motion a little bit.
Still a 2-point lead, though, so he's got one to give. Villasenor keeping his footwork high, but he needs to get to an attack.
Absolutely. Hasn't been able to get through these head hands of Bachman. Side by again for Villasenor. Now a single leg. There's a nice level change by Bachman. Got Villasenor to bite on it.
Villasenor to the wrist. 30 seconds to go.
Continuing to push forward is Villasenor.
25 to go. Hard snap. Villasenor.
There's another stall warning on Bachman. Another point. 4-3 with 20 to go.
Shot Villasenor.
Slide by again. Hasn't been able to get through these hands. Bachman, man, there's still 10 seconds to go.
Little drag attempt from Villasenor. 4 seconds to go.
And that's going to do it. Bachman, as you said, got that first takedown. He's able to hold on.
He's so hard to score on. One takedown is just a massive advantage for Fred Bachman, and he
just can't get to him.
Capitalized there.
A freshman Ironman champ at 113 pounds. Holds up his #1 ranking.
We're going to see his brother, Joe, come to the mat next. Joe Bachman taking on Revan Dickman.
Yep, here we go. Look, we're just holding for a moment here prior to our 120-pound finals.
Yeah,
the other mats get ready to go.
Yep. Action underway, black singlet, red ankle band. That's Joe Bachman. We just saw his brother Fred win at 113. And he's taking on Brownsburg, Indiana's Revan Dickman. Dickman in the silver with the purple waistband. And pretty tall 120-pounder.
I know, Dickman currently ranked number 10 in the country down at 113. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. Just looks huge up at 120, his length. And he's had a heck of a tournament. Took out number 6, Dominic Mutaretta, the 2 seed in the quarterfinals.
Little drag attempt there.
Won that one 7-1 yesterday to Dickman, and then took out returning runner-up Seamus Reagan of Wyoming Sun. Won that match 2-0 with a third period turn and ride out to get here.
Dickman looking for that 2-on-1. Bachman trying to pull him down into a short offense position.
Bachman number 5 at 120. He won this tournament a year ago down at 106 as a freshman. So was a Super 32 champ last year, Beast of the East, a PIAA Pennsylvania state champion.
Over the summer was a U17 world silver medalist. Lost to, who did he lose to? Can't remember. Nice little slide by, that was so quick. Bachman.
Wow, yeah.
Got Dickman pushing in. Snap. Slide by, go behind. He's looking for a tilt.
Close to swipes there with that tight waist chop. Some of these guys in high school, man, like with Bachman, Jax Forrest, who we'll see in a couple matches, like they feel like the tiniest bit of pressure forward and they can hit that slide by. It's so impressive. It's not like Dickman was pressuring in hard. He just gave a little bit of push, and that was enough for Bachman to hit the slide by. They're going to go out of bounds with just 6 seconds to go in the first.
Definitely, Bachman definitely looking to finish this period on top. If Dickman can get an escape in 6 seconds, that'd be huge.
He's been able to come up clutch in his last couple matches, but Bachman goes tight waist ankle, just brings him down flat, and he's going to ride out the period. Flip of the disc. It's Bachman's choice to start the second. He's going to go down. Dickman, as I mentioned, really good in the top position. He won that match in his semifinal against Seamus Reagan. 0-0 going to the third, and Reagan went bottom. He was able to get a turn and ride out to win 2-0.
Dickman tight waist and a half. Trying to go to work on top. And you can see just body style wise why he would be so tough to deal with when he's on top.
When he wrestled Don Munaretto last night in the quarterfinals, I swear Dickman was about a foot taller than Munaretto.
Whistle on the other mat, so no caution.
Don't you hate when that happens? Bachman up to his feet momentarily, but Dickman able to just pressure forward, brings him down. It's going claw, thigh pry, but Bachman comes back up looking to jump over. Leg comes in for Dickman. Bachman's got his arm under it for a second. They're over by the edge. Looks like Dickman's trying to keep him in bounds. pulling him back in. Bachman kind of retreating out, and they're going to go out of bounds. 1:17 to go in the second. If you're Dickman here, a turn would be ideal, obviously, but a ride out's not anything bad either.
Yeah, it puts you in position to work for an escape and a takedown in the third, but I know Dickman's got a turn on his mind. He's hunting for that wrist. Looks for that tight waist and a half too. And
official telling Bachman underneath to keep it moving. He looks to get hip heist out. Got to his base for a second now. Bachman's got hand control. Dickman looking to follow. Dickman able to stay on top. Bachman throwing the anklet back on 21 seconds. Dickman's going to look to hold on here for this last 21. Could be huge. That anklet comes right back off of Bachman.
Dickman almost to the wrist again. 10 seconds left.
Man, he is just a bear on top with those long arms. He's going to get the full period ride out. Does Dickman. It's his choice headed to the third, and he's going to go bottom. Puts himself in position. He's able to get this escape. Bachman tough in his own right in the top position. We saw him get that ride out after picking up that takedown in the first. Bachman gets to work on the right side, going head lever.
Going to drive him out. Bachman is able to drive him out. Dickman was able to square the hips, but not in bounds.
1:46 to go in the third period, just 14 seconds off the clock there. Bachman gets set, now goes tight waist, ankle. Now going back to that head lever on the right side, inside leg stand up for Dickman. Bachman gonna get warned for stalling as he kind of walked Dickman out of bounds there.
Yeah, he definitely picked him up and walked him out. That's the first stall call of the match.
Bachman had to come up clutch in his semi as well against Lucas Littleton Mascaro. Won that one 7-4 in tiebreakers. He got a turn, I believe, in the tiebreaker period. And he drives Dickman down with that ankle ride. Dickman working back up to his base. Now gets to short sit. Bachman driving forward. They're going to go out of bounds once again.
The Brownsburg, Indiana fan section does not like when Bachman goes to that ankle ride and then puts pressure forward on the knee, but I don't think he's doing anything illegal there.
No, I don't think so either. It hasn't really gotten too out of pocket there so far. Goes right back to it though. Just kind of shelves that ankle up and chops. Now Dickman back to this short sit, trying to get hand control. Seals off, up to his feet. Bachman driving forward again. He's got to be careful here not to give up another warning.
Bachman returns. Went to the hips, pulled him back down, stayed in bounds, and that was really smart.
Bachman's going to take him out of bounds once again. 53 seconds to go. Just a little bit at a time here for Bachman. Staying on top. Doing it the hard way. Now Dickman back up to his feet. Bachman able to bring him back down. Short sit once again for Dickman. Claw and spiral for Bachman. Drops down to the ankles. They go out once again.
Bachman doing a really good job controlling the pressure from the top position.
He's doing everything he has to.
39 seconds left to go. Bachman really, winning this third period 5-10 seconds at a time.
Goes back to that ankle. Now he has it up there. Lets it go as we go under 30 seconds to go. Dickman back up to his feet. Bachman lift and gets a big mat return. Dickman looking to wrestle through. They're going to warn Bachman for stalling. I don't like that call. He just mat returned him.
I guess their contention is that he mat returned him going towards the out of bounds line.
Like taking him towards out of bounds, I guess. We got both coaches coming to the official here. All right, now Faith Christian coach.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the call that mat return was designed to go towards the out-of-bounds line, which it may have been. Usually, though, if you return them in that style of return, they're not going to call it.
But Bachman's kind of got away with a few so far here. Goes back to that ankle, just 20 seconds to go. He gave up that stall point, but it's still a 3-1 lead. A short time to go. Dickman's got to be thinking reversal now as he looks to go switch, but they go out of bounds with 10 to go.
And a reversal's not inconceivable with 10 seconds left. It could happen.
Got to believe Bachman's probably going to go back down to that tight waist ankle, though. It's been giving Dickman problems this whole third period, and he goes right back to it.
Dickman to his feet. Bachman cuts him loose. 5 seconds left.
3-2 now. And there's another stall warning on Bachman. That's going to tie it and send it to overtime.
They just tied that match on a stall call.
Gave up the escape with about 4 seconds to go, and they warned him again.
I'm surprised by that, and
we're headed to sudden victory, tied at 3.
Here we go.
Dickman's got another chance at life here.
Yeah, truly. See what he has in the tank. This match hasn't been on its feet since the first minute.
Yeah, both guys with ride outs. Well, Bachman rode out most of the period, and then Dickman got to his feet late, but
Dickman looks for a little ankle pick.
You're Dickman, man. You don't even hate if this goes to tiebreakers with Bachman with those stall warnings, and Dickman very tough in the top position as he showed.
Yeah. You also want to be careful if you're Dickman. You don't want to push forward, give up that slide by. Bachman's so good from there.
You see him on the elbow, looking to go back to it.
Dickman trying to do a lot of work controlling the wrists. And yeah, he's not worried about an attack. He's ready to go back down to the mat. Underhook there for Dickman.
Slide by Bachman!
Got it.
Comes up clutch. Bachman wasn't losing that one. After giving up those stall warnings, picks up his second Ironman title. Got that takedown with 4 seconds left in sudden victory. That was clutch.
Yeah, that was nice. Finished the match the same way he started it.
Slide by takedown.
Faith Christian going nuts over there.
Bachman brothers getting a lot of love from that Faith Christian contingent.
Man, what an ending. I can't believe that stall call, but you know what? Without the stall call, we don't get the slide by.
We don't get that exciting finish, so kudos to the ref for that one, I guess.
Really interesting match coming up here at 126.
Yeah, for a lot of different reasons.
Action underway, 126 pounds in the red from Wyoming Seminary. It's Nate Desmond in the black, Bethlehem Catholic, Keanu Dillard. And these two former teammates. Desmond wrestled his first couple years of high school at Bethlehem Catholic, and Dillard looks for a shot for that knee. You got to imagine these guys have thrown down in the room for a long time.
Yeah, earlier I was talking to one of the tournament guys that run the tournament. He was saying how I was talking to Dillard about this finals matchup, and he said that him and Desmond have probably had at least 10,000 goes because they were teammates for 11, 12 years. So very familiar opponents. We'll see how the matchup pans out. Sometimes you can see matchups like that between former teammates get a little close. It's very familiar with one another.
Yeah, if you're Desmond, you know that any attack, you're going to have to deal with that really fast re-attack from Dillard. If you're Dillard, you know when Desmond gets on top, he's a nightmare to wrestle.
Yeah, very mean in the top position. Re-attack for Desmond coming, though. Dillard able to fight it off. Go under 50 seconds to go in the first. Desmond, number 5 in the country at 126, headed to Penn State. While Dillard up from 120, where he's number 8, committed to Lehigh, just a junior.
Dillard, really nice summer. U17 world medal.
Yep, came back with a bronze. Saw Desmond last year at National Prep Championships take out the number 1 guy, Leo DeLuca, in that final. That was awesome win.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after losing to DeLuca several times. Yeah, including here last year at Ironman.
It's 5 seconds to go. Dillard punches the underhook. Desmond keeps head position. That's how the period's going to end. No score after 1.
Coin flip goes to Desmond, and he's going to go underneath first. And in a match of familiar opponents, sometimes the guy who gets to choose first has an advantage if it ends up in the ultimate ride-out.
Yeah, it's huge to get that first point on the board in tight matches like this, but Dillard throws that left side leg in right away, going cross body ride. Desmond reaching down for that ankle. It's on the heel. It's getting Dillard's hips a little out of position. They're going to stop it as Dillard's knee was getting kind of pulled out there.
Yeah, really interesting for Desmond there. Instead of attacking the leg that was in, he attacked the free leg, pulled that one in, and forced Dillard to give up on that left side leg ride.
Got himself a restart, which could be huge. See Desmond kind of sitting on his heels there, basically starting in a short sit position. Now looking to go switch. Dillard able to follow. 30 seconds down in the second period. Dillard throws the leg in once again. Back to this cross body ride.
Imagine we'll see Desmond try to get his hands up off the mat for a restart, and they're going to go stalemate. The leg ride quad pod up to a stand-up is one of the odder positions in high school wrestling.
It's a classic. See it in basically every match where you have a leg rider. Desmond going short sit now, trying to prevent those legs from coming in, trying to circle out, but nice follow by Dillard.
Dillard doing a good job pursuing wrists, and
leg comes back in.
Yeah, putting pressure forward.
Dillard tries to lock his hands here for cradles.
Dillard wants to keep this pressure forward on these hands, and stalemate.
Another stalemate.
57 seconds. Still a long way to ride if you're Dillard, but nice
Desmond's
job
getting
so
set
far
here, keeping those feet tucked. It's interesting kind of setup, but Dillard's got it figured out. Left leg comes back in. Wonder if they keep calling stalemate here. They're going to call a stall call on Dillard. Man, I get it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I don't fully understand it.
It's Dillard throwing the leg in. It's not much he can do once Desmond kind of brings his hips up. There's going to be a caution on Desmond underneath, so that stall call could come into play in this one.
Yeah, that matters for sure, and probably changes the tactics too on top. Dillard can't just throw that leg in from the quad pod.
Desmond back up. Dillard bringing him down now. Switch for Desmond. He's on the leg, but Dillard kicks over. He's still down on the legs. Good follow by Dillard. Good adjustment there as it looked like he was out of position. Now he has the right side leg in. The leg comes out.
Dillard going to have to work to break him down.
So we're under 30 to go.
Gets him back to the hands, now pulls him back in. Great job, Keanu Dillard.
Desmond fighting hands. They're over on the edge. Dillard doing a nice job following Desmond. Able to clear now down on the legs. They're going to award the escape. So he was close to a reversal. Good persistence by Desmond there.
Great persistence and a really nice ride for Dillard too, but not long enough. Minute 48 doesn't prevent your opponent from scoring, and now Dillard's gonna have to decide what he wants to do in the third period because Nate Desmond also very tough on top.
Yeah, I can't say I was expecting that ride coming from Dillard.
I didn't expect it either, but Keanu Dillard, the longer he's trained with Chance Marsteller, the better he's gotten at game planning and executing whatever it takes to win, whether that's win by a point or win big. And that game plan almost paid off there in the top position. And now he's going to go underneath a very tough Nate Desmond. Dillard up right away, fighting hands.
Big mat return for Desmond. Now he gets his leg in. It's where he's really good is with this leg ride. Another mat return. They're going to go out of bounds. I'm Dillard. I'm just trying to get to my feet as quick as possible. Prevent that leg of Desmond coming in, but obviously easier said than done.
Dillard coming up. Desmond, though, following. Dillard pressuring in.
Desmond drops down to the legs as they go out of bounds. Looked like Dillard had an opportunity, had his hips free for a millisecond there, but Desmond just dropped down to the legs. He has some blood as Dillard's looking down at his fingers.
Yeah, Desmond, just nice job following all that action from Dillard. Dillard knows he does not want to get stuck, flattened out in a leg ride, and so creating a ton of space, but Desmond, great job following. Both guys trying to employ really similar game plans.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. It's not how I saw this one going, but still got minute 40 to go. Expect a lot of action coming from Dillard underneath once again. Back up to his feet is Dillard. Desmond looking for a return. Granby for Dillard. Desmond drops down to the leg. He's going to be able to follow as they go out of bounds. Good attempt there by Dillard. Almost was able to get free.
That red ankle band's been struggling all night.
Yeah, I know. It seems like it's a little too big for these smaller guys. Desmond looked like he might have jumped the whistle a little there, but brings him back into crab. Dillard reaching back up to his feet. Desmond with the lift. Now dropping down to the ankles once again is Desmond. Dillard trying to kick out. Now Desmond would get in better position, drops to the double.
Dillard can take up some time here with this leg bent underneath.
Not where you want to be. They're going to stop it for potentially dangerous. See Desmond's headgear exploded across his face.
Dillard going to try to get a little bit of space here on the restart. Minute 7 to go.
Dillard not making it easy for Desmond on top either here. He's had to put in a lot of work for just 53 seconds down in this third. Back up to his feet, looking for hand control. Another lift for Desmond.
Dillard trying to stay on his feet as long as possible, maybe get a stall call. Desmond takes him out of bounds. That is going to be a stall call. First one of the match.
That one made a little bit more sense to me as Desmond kind of backed out of bounds as he had him lifted.
And now Desmond has to be really careful.
Yeah, does not want to give up another stall call. Could be disaster then if you were to give
Second caution now on Desmond.
Yeah, that's his second, so he's got to be careful a few different ways. The Wyoming Sem coaches tell him to be smart.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of his margin for error out.
Still got 57 seconds to go.
If you're Desmond, just a complete breakdown here would be huge. But it's Dillard back up to his feet. There's a
cross
back, and he's out.
Wow. Kind of a little lackadaisical on the return there was Desmond with that crossfoot return, and Dillard able to get his escape. Dillard pushes him over to his own side of the line. And we're tied at 1 with 50 to go in the third.
Desmond can not afford a stall call, and so you may see Dillard try to just move the hand fight forward.
Both guys with a stall warning.
True.
So we're even here. 30 seconds to go. We didn't really see either guy get too close to a score in that first period. Now Dillard with the underhook, looking to duck it was Desmond.
Desmond coming forward, 18 seconds. There's a shot. Dillard looking for that rear top, looking for that short
drag. Now it's Desmond, has seatbelt. Kind of over-under position now as Dillard caught that underhook.
That short drag is one of Dillard's best positions. He's so lethal there, but that familiarity may be coming into play. Nate Desmond surely has felt it over the years. And a minute on the clock, sudden victory.
First score wins here. Both guys with stall warnings. Seems like Desmond's been coming forward more. Now it's single leg re-attack for Dillard. Split for Desmond. Up to the body. Body lock for Dillard over towards the edge. Roll by Desmond and they go out of bounds.
Man, Desmond took that off the mat. He didn't want anything to do with that position, and he gets a fresh start. 43 seconds left.
You could kind of tell he was waiting for that as Dillard came up to the body, kind of circled himself towards the edge and then hit that roll. Fun exchange, down to 40 to go. And sudden victory.
33. You get the sense. Dillard, oh man, nice re-attack. Dillard close to it. Desmond back to the splits with a whizzer. Up to the body again for Keanu. Dillard tries to get the leg in. He's close to it. He's over the hip, but the leg not in. Desmond with the whizzer, doing a nice job defending.
15 to go.
Limp arm attempt here for Keanu Dillard. If he can get his arm out, he could probably finish, and he's close. Nothing yet.
Wow. Short time to go. Desmond trying to fight it off, and he's going to do so. Great defense by Desmond.
Wow, Dillard, couple really nice leg attacks in that period. That last one on the re-attack.
Dillard's choice in tiebreakers. Saw both these guys put on tough rides, so interesting choice here in these two 30-second tiebreakers.
And remember, Desmond will have choice if it goes to the ultimate ride out.
Yes, he scored first.
Yeah, both guys so stingy on top.
Both with stall warnings.
With a stall call, so.
Can't be too stingy. Desmond gets set. Remember, Desmond has those two cautions as well, but he gets the leg in this time. Off the jump, has that ankle trapped. Dillard up to his feet, 21 seconds to go. Blocking those knees is Dillard. Desmond's got a return. There's another stall warning. There's a point for Dillard, so he now has the lead, 2-1.
Granby for Dillard, 10 seconds left. And
he knows he can give up this ride as he has the lead now. It's going to be Desmond's choice in the second 30-second tiebreaker. Got to assume he's probably going to go down, possibly neutral. Looks to his corner. They tell him to go down.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit more of a discussion than I expected. He knows Dillard's very tough on top. But like we said, with the stall call, so Desmond getting set in the bottom position. Dillard can ride for the win. Any point will tie it up for Desmond.
Got to be careful underneath there.
To his feet, Dillard tries to bring him back down. Leg in. Desmond elevates.
Oh, looking for the reversal, and he's going to get it.
Desmond with a wrist trap, too. 15 seconds left. Huge reversal for Nate Desmond, and he's got Dillard fairly well flattened out. 10 seconds left.
Now kind of keeping himself honest there. Attempted a little turn there. Dillard up to his feet, rolling, trying to kick out. Wow, Desmond dropped to the ankle.
Man,
clutch.
Great flurry there from Keanu Dillard, but Nate Desmond gets the Ironman title. He's fired up.
Man, what a great match, man. Those guys are about as even as it gets. Just that reversal in tiebreakers was the difference for Desmond. See those guys giving some respect to one another. Desmond finally gets his Ironman title, the senior.
Man, this is one that a lot of people have been looking forward to coming up. 132, it's Jax Forrest, it's Jaden Rainey.
Man, these finals have been awesome, David.
Oh, it's been what a night. I mean, man, what a night of wrestling. Incredible.
Hasn't really been a match that wasn't just awesome. We're headed to another one here.
Yeah, this is one that a lot of people were looking forward to before the tournament started. In the black from Bishop McCourt, it's Jax Forrest, and in the silver from Union County, Kentucky, it's Jaden Rainey. These two have not met anytime recently. Jax has wrestled Jaden's brother Jordan a couple times.
They have always been awesome matches. Slide by for Jax, looking to throw that inside leg in. Janey rolling. Jax trying to get his hips up on top, but Rainey continuing to wrestle.
Jax is completely
Circling
locked here, and oh, close to it. Out of bounds.
Wow, what a fight there by Rainey. Kept circling out and hopping his hips over as Jax was trying to secure that takedown with the side headlock.
Forrest wanted an explanation for no takedown, and I'm not sure if that was the side of the headlock. I think he might have been under both arms. I think he had his body locked, and so it was going to be something where if they did give the takedown, he was going to have to find a way to let go and maintain control.
Yeah.
But no takedown, but incredible action as we expected. And
yeah, we saw that signature slide by of Forrest, and as I mentioned earlier, he feels any kind of pressure, he's going to pull that elbow and slide by. You know, Rainey's prepared for that. I mentioned Jax wrestled his brother, Jordan, who's number 1. They had a crazy match. He gets it on the single leg. Rainey diving through. Back
Forrest
hook.
Close to it now, gets the takedown. Forrest takes a 3-0 lead. Rainey, though, back up to his feet. Forrest moving forward on the edge.
Forrest, you see him reaching for that left elbow of Rainey. Rainey takes a shot. 35 to go in the first.
High pace like we expected. Forrest hard collar tie. Rainey now going elbow.
He's got elbow control on both. Jack's able to clear. Now another shot by Rainey. A re-attack attempt by Forrest. Rainey able to get his foot out of the way.
Snap there from Rainey. Clears the position. 7 seconds to go. And looks like 3-1 after the first period.
Very high pace already. Don't expect it to slow.
Rainey's going to have choice in this second. He's going to go underneath. Forrest didn't commit too much to the ride, but he does have plenty of offense on top.
Yeah, really, really tough in the top position. Good with tilts. Ball and chain tilt. He gets quite a bit. Chop by Forrest. Now slides that right leg in.
Right leg comes back in and trying to control that elbow. Rainey, though, pulling pretty hard on that bottom leg.
Yeah, gets under that heel. Forrest been runner-up at this tournament the last 2 years. Rainey's able to get the escape, make it 3-2. Lost in the last 2 years in the finals to Luke Lillidahl. I believe those guys had a heck of a rivalry throughout high school. The series was ended 2-2 with guys with 2 wins. Now it's Rainey in on the shot. Forrest trying to create a scramble here. Now he's trying to pass the leg on the other side.
Rainey doing a good job keeping that leg straight. If he could step over it, he'll improve his position. But Forrest, so crafty, puts himself in decent position. And
now Rainey back in traditional single leg finish. Locking his hands, they're gonna stop it. They're gonna give Rainey a point here as Forrest crossed his feet. Head scissor by Forrest. I saw that one coming. It's gonna tie the match.
Yeah, feet crossed. You didn't get the, you didn't get the feeling it was on purpose, but it's illegal.
Yeah, it's definitely incidental, but Forrest lost that final to Lillidahl. I believe that was 2-1 last year on a fleeing the mat penalty.
Yeah.
So it's kind of penalty points will come back to bite him in the past. We're tied at 3 now. 45 to go in the second.
Rainey continuing to march forward.
Headgear adjustment there for Forrest, and as he looks to go shot, re-attack by Rainey, he's in. He's got the double leg. He gets the takedown. A little late on awarding it there, but
6'3", Forrest looking for a Granby. Goes hard with it.
Rainey does a nice job following now. He's got Forrest in a bad position here, looking for near fall.
Just a 1 count.
Forrest
so far, Rainey's got that arm trapped in there. Man, that was close.
Really close. Rainey just gonna keep that arm trapped, that head lever, trying to ride this period out. And he's going to be able to do so. Rainey with the 6-3 lead headed into the third. It's Forrest's choice, I do believe.
Yeah, he's gonna go bottom.
That makes things interesting now.
Absolutely. Rainey in pole position. Forrest gonna go underneath.
You see Forrest creating those scrambles underneath with that Granby roll. He's got to be careful not to put himself in a bad position again to give up near falls. The Rainey brothers both really tough on top. Another Granby by Forrest now. He's looking for a reversal down on the leg.
He's close to it. That should be almost for, man, that was really close to reversal criteria.
Throwing his hips over as Rainey's got to be careful himself as he gives up the reversal. They wiped it off.
They waved it away.
Wow, what an exchange.
So just the escape, and now Forrest to the leg. Head outside, Rainey tries to dive under. Can Forrest catch him there? Forrest gonna get the takedown.
What is the score? I believe it's 7-6 for Forrest. They have 9-6 up on the board. We're probably gonna have to adjust that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to adjust because they called the reversal and then waved it off, but waved it off after it had already gone on the board. So it's gonna just take a little bit of time to get this sorted out.
Should have been 6-4 with the escape and then 7-6 with takedown for Forrest. Forrest wasted no time taking the lead back.
So it's 7-6 Forrest, Rainey on bottom, which seems like an opportunity for him to score typically.
Yeah, was able to get out both times on Forrest.
Headgear adjustment. This match has been every bit as good as we hoped.
Yeah, it's been insane. To see exchanges these guys get in, they are just fearless.
This is why Jax Forrest and Jaden Rainey are two of the best recruits in the class of 2026. This fearless mentality. Love being in wrestling positions. Minute 20 to go. Rainey can tie it with an escape, and we're underway.
Inside leg stand up for Rainey, and he's close to being out, but Forrest was ready to jump back in on him. Gonna get the escape, ties it at 7 with 1:07 to go in the third.
Rainey looks for that ankle. Reattack there from Forrest.
Another shot by Forrest. See Rainey making that adjustment, not letting Forrest get to his left elbow. Now he takes a shot. Forrest able to get his hips back.
35 to go now. Forrest marching forward methodically. He wants that pressure from Rainey for the slide by ideally. That's his quickest finish.
See Rainey keeping that left hand up though, trying to catch that wrist or hand every single time. Shot by both guys.
Simultaneous level change.
Down
Forrest,
to 10. Shot by Rainey. Forrest looking to get the go behind. Rainey pulling the leg in.
Forrest sneaks out. Oh man, this is crazy. They're off the mat.
And the exchanges these guys get into, I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, Forrest was close to get behind the arms, but they never slowed down.
We're headed to another sudden victory here, tied at 7.
Unreal. You know the drill. Any point wins it in this minute.
You know both these guys are going to go try get it done right here.
Underhook for Rainey. Level change and Forrest down block. Shot Rainey. Forrest catches it coming in. Man.
Nice job.
For as many chaotic exchanges as those guys were in, it was a clean reattack for Forrest that got the job done. 10-7, Jax Forrest gets the Ironman title. You can see a little sigh of relief after that match was over.
I'm tired just watching them, man.
The Rainey brothers will throw you in the fire every time.
Yeah, it's never an easy match. If there's anybody that knows that, it's Jax Forrest.
Man, that was incredible. These finals, top to bottom, have just been
my favorite set of
amazing.
Finals ever.
Last year we had a lot of 1-1 ride-out type matches. This has been anything but.
Guys are just throwing caution to the wind here.
Man.
Here we go, another great matchup. 138-pound final. We got Marcus Blaze of Perrysburg in the black singlet, red ankle band, taking on Seth Mendoza, Mount Carmel, in the brown and yellow singlet, green ankle band.
Seth Mendoza pulled an upset in the semifinals. Not a major upset in terms of ranking, but a lot of people expected number 1 Sergio Vega to take on Marcus Blaze, who was number 1 at 132 and has moved up. Mendoza, number 3 down at 132. He's moved up and looked just fine. And there's a little drag attempt for Blaze. Blaze gets to the foot. He's so good from that drag. Mendoza, though, gets to the leg. Slows things down.
That's where Blaze is really good, is getting that lateral motion, getting to angles. Mendoza made a nice adjustment in there.
Seth Mendoza, a guy that's been so close to crack into that top spot. And if he wins this, he'll be number 1 at 138.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, taking out Sergio Vega in that semifinal. Vega's been on fire the last year. Definitely one of the best guys in the country.
A year ago, it was Mendoza nearly upsetting Luke Lillidahl. And now he pulled off an upset against Vega, trying to get another one here in the finals. Marcus Blaze, though, top recruit in the class of 2025, recent Penn State commit, and with good reason. He has won just about everything there is to win, especially on the freestyle side of things. Already beating high-level and accomplished senior-level guys.
Yeah, 3rd at the Olympic trials, runner-up at World Team Trials back in September to Vito Arujau, just super high level.
Snap Blaze. Oh, nice. A direction change. He's going to get this takedown.
Went one way, then the other.
Mendoza's coach telling him to get up. 10 seconds to go. An escape at the end of this period would be huge.
Yeah, clutch takedown there at the end of the period for Blaze and gets the ride out. Takes the 3-0 lead to the second. Blaze, another guy we saw win a title back in 2021 as a freshman. Took out Luke Lillidahl in that final, and he's been 3rd and 2nd the last 2 years in 2 just loaded brackets as well. Losing in the finals last year in ultimate tiebreaker to Ben Davino. We now see wrestling for Ohio State.
Mendoza committing to this ride in the top position. Blaze going to try to turn and face. No loss of control yet, so Mendoza's still on top.
Props to the side official there for protecting us and the table and the camera.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caught right in there.
Mendoza.
Really tough in the top position. Saw in that semifinal ride Vega hard.
Mendoza going spiral ride. Trying to put pressure forward on Blaze. Blaze is a guy that you don't see get ridden out, though.
No, and he gets up to his feet and cuts away. Now 4-0 lead for Marcus Blaze. Blaze, very methodical wrestler, just really hard to get to with his head hands defense. His re-attacks are money. We see him take a single leg, now going backside. Good for that far ankle. Gets that leg shelved. Wizard now for Mendoza, bringing a lot of pressure down, trying to go limp knee out. Wow, able to get it down. Nice job there.
Mendoza is one of those guys that, you think he looks like he's taken down, but he's just not. He doesn't give up, doesn't concede, and there's a shot Mendoza towards the edge. He's really good with elbow control.
Mendoza reminds me a lot of Sergio Lemley, the way he wrestles, just fights in every position. I believe former high school teammates as well.
Yep, high school teammates.
Really good in scrambles. Just fights through every position. Big pickup from Missouri there with Mendoza.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of a pretty strong class they have. Includes Samson Stillwell, Colin Rath, among others.
Down to 25 to go in the second. See Mendoza picking up his hand fight, trying to post ahead to a shot of his own.
15 seconds left. Mendoza, good footwork. Got to imagine Mendoza's going to take bottom in the third. Blaze is tough in the top position, but Mendoza, the way he scored 4 points fast in his semi was just textbook escape right into the high crotch, finished. See if he tries to do something similar against Blaze here.
Yeah, Blaze in his semi defeated number 6 Sam Herring of Bishop McCora, won that one 5-1. Rode Herring out the whole third period, so might be thinking doing the same here. Short sit for Mendoza. He's got hand control, able to circle his way out.
Yeah, he looked for the opening. It just wasn't there. 4-1 now, the lead for Blaze. And how do you take Marcus Blaze down? That's a puzzle a lot of people haven't been able to solve.
Head hands defense is just really, really tough to get through a Blaze.
And he threatens so much with a drag and
re-attack.
go behinds.
Mendoza bringing the hand fight. Down to 1:10 to go. See Blaze just staying at home. Knows Mendoza has to come to him. Might be looking for a re-attack off of one of Mendoza's attacks. So Mendoza bringing the pressure.
Mendoza continues to march forward. Blaze, though, not feeling much danger. Now Mendoza locked on the leg.
Shallow lock. Able to break it is Blaze, and they go out with 41 to go. Looking for that angle on that ankle there was Blaze. Ooh, caught a finger to the eye there. That club by Mendoza. We're gonna go on injury time for Blaze.
Be curious to see where Blaze fits in that Penn State lineup. You gotta imagine he's gonna be a 65 kilo long term in freestyle, so
maybe 41.
Could be a 41 pounder to start, maybe.
Could fit in pretty well there next year with Bo Bartlett, a senior. Blaze, the type of guy I could see wanting to go right away. .32 seconds to go. Mendoza coming forward, trying to get through Blaze's defense. There's a first warning on Blaze, and he's evading now.
Mendoza continue with this high pace, but another stall call won't be enough. He needs a takedown.
He's keeping him back with that thumb block, circling. Now circles his way in, catches the front headlock, looking to duck the arm was Mendoza. Not gonna be enough. Marcus Blaze gets it done. A 4-1 win for a very, very tough Seth Mendoza. #1 guy in the country. Marcus Blaze wins his second Ironman title. This time up at 138 pounds.
A stoic Marcus Blaze walking off the mat.
Yeah, you don't really ever see him get too excited about much.
Yeah, he keeps it pretty cool. And now we're headed to our final match of the night. These have kind of flown by.
They have. They've just been such awesome matches, top to bottom so far, and we're ending it with possibly one of the most exciting guys to watch in the country, Bo Bassett.
Yeah. When it comes to the margin, Bo Bassett's been on a killing spree this weekend.
5 technical falls to the finals, I'd say so.
Action underway, 144 pounds, black singlet, red ankle band. It's Bo Bassett, and in the white from Sunnyside, Arizona, Carlos Stanton. And Stanton looks for a double leg early. Bassett catches the front headlock, tries to jump over. Stanton, though, wrestling hard on the edge. And
Stanton not backing down, but drag for Bassett, looking to pull himself into a leg. Good re-attack here for Stanton's in on the shot. Just got a toe in bounds. Currently, Bassett pulls it out.
Bo Bassett from Bishop McCourt wrestles a super high pace. Stanton from Sunnyside, Arizona, those guys pride themselves on their pace too. There's a shot. Second effort attempt too from Stanton. Stanton teammates obviously with Sergio Vega. There's a little drag, go behind. Bassett takes a 3-1 lead, and he's cutting him loose. It's 3-1.
Seen Bassett do this all weekend, as I mentioned. 5 technical falls to the finals. A lot of them just coming off of takedown release.
You can tell those Sunnyside guys from across the gym. There's a shot, Bassett in deep on the leg. Gonna try to finish this, and he gets it. Stanton tried to back hook the leg, but Bassett was already around behind. 6-1, and now Bassett gonna look for a turn. He's got locked up, and just a 1 count, I believe. And now a cradle.
Bassett might be looking to finish this one. Split here for Stanton.
Bassett gonna let it go.
Not messing around, just gonna cut him. Look for the go behind. Snap, run behind for Bassett, make it 9-2, 9-3 with the escape. Another snap, go behind for Bassett, man. Just overwhelms so many of his opponents with his pace. Backing on another single leg. Gonna pull it in.
There's another one.
15-4, Bassett's gonna suck him out of bounds. 11 to go.
15-4, Bassett, little smile at the camera. 11 seconds in the period.
He's a funny guy. You see him just kind of always smiling.
Tell you what, he loves to compete. You get the sense he loves every part of the training, the
This whole process.
promotion, everything about it.
Yeah, really good. Guy to follow on social media, puts a lot out there. Just kind of everything that he puts into this. And he's going to go neutral to start the second period, leading 15-4. Another shot, single leg, coming out the back door, hooks the ankle. Going to pop that top leg off.
And Bassett close to it. He's got this Turk, so he's going to try to finish it here.
And this will finish it one way or
This
another.
will be the tech. And Bassett nods at the camera. He's fired up. Gets the tech. 22-4. Bo Bassett. Massive margin of victory all throughout the tournament. Who's going to get this guy? What college is going to land Bo Bassett?
It's an interesting discussion. He's down to what, 10 now?
Yeah, he's just got 10 left, including University of Pitt, Johnstown.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, fantastic night of finals. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Man, so much more great elite high school wrestling coming at you guys later this month. We got Beast of the East. We got Powerade. And, of course, the new year, we got a whole bunch of state championships going and a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For Mason Lindenmuth, I'm David Bray. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.